What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of This Ain't Your Ordinary Podcast with your girl, your host. It's been a hot minute. Rissa G. Apologies for any lags. Apologies for any weird stuff going on. I am trying something new. Too much breaking news right now to not give it a try. This is just all NBA podcast. All NBA. I'm gonna briefly touch on some stuff, but nah, this is really all NBA. Luka Doncic is on the Lakers. I have so many thoughts. I lost track of what number episode this is even. I'm thinking 21 maybe, 20, 21. Not sure. How y'all doing? Let me start with that. It's been a while. It's been a hot tamale. This is episode 21, by the way, guys. 21, we're in our 20s. Good for us. How y'all doing? The world, a mess. I don't know. A mess. I just want to check in and take the temperature of the room. I just want to take the temperature. I feel like I missed so much. I feel like it's been like a month and a half-ish since I've been on here. And in that 6 weeks, so much has happened and taken place. And I promise I will do my very best to get to it. Y'all know, y'all girl working 9 to 5. Y'all girl is now a therapist on the side. If you do need therapy and I do not know you, please hit the link in the bio. Life is hard, life is heavy, and if you need support, if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to help you build community, please, this is not a scam. I'm an actual licensed social worker in the state of New York. So if you are in New York and you want to try some online therapy, please hit the link in my bio for more info. Quick little ad right there. But yeah, I'm doing a lot. I'm trying not to do too much. And that's a word for somebody. I'm not going to preach, but that's a word for somebody. What's going on? Okay, we live. What's up, my bro? Isaiah's in the house. My bro, Gersh. Here we go. Lakers in 5. Here we go. This arrogance gets us in trouble every time. But, yeah, man, for the people coming in, your girl is trying something new. I'm doing a pod, as you can see, live. And we're just talking all basketball, man. I was gonna briefly touch on some other stuff, but you know what? Let's just get into what everyone is here for. Luka and Anthony Davis. What the bleep did I just experience? All right, let me tell you how I experienced this. I'm happy Gershon was here. Your girl was up at church, praise the Lord, hallelujah, was on time, what I'm saying, sitting down, church about to start. My bro Gershon run up on me, Gershon's in the chat, hands open. I'm thinking he's about to greet me with a nice loving hug. And this dude gonna look me in my face and tell me that Luka Doncic was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. I am not gonna lie to you. I spent most of that service on Twitter. I'm not guys, my witness. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In complete and utter awe, disarray, disheveled. I need some more words. What? This is the biggest trade of my lifetime. This is the most historical move of my lifetime. This must be what people felt like when Kareem, I did not find out till 10 a.m. on Sunday. This is like Kareem. This was what people must have felt like when Kareem went to the Lakers from the Bucks. But this was such a blindside to the world. Guys, we gotta go through it. The guy running Dallas, a complete joke. They're trying to gaslight me into making me feel like I'm bugging for thinking this is insane. The guy, Nico, whatever his last name is, shout out to him. He made some good moves and he made some bad moves. Like, Jalen Brunson was a mistake. Like, letting go of Jalen Brunson was a mistake because you didn't want to pay him. That wasn't Luka. That was you. Now getting Kyrie, great move. We didn't think it would work, but it worked out. Adding all these pieces, you building something. It's a great move. You're building a team around Luka, and then you trade him. I don't give a hoot and a holler if this man comes in at 300 pounds. He just took you to the finals on one leg. Bruh, Gershon, you don't gotta expose my business like that. But, bro, I don't care if he drinks beers and smokes cigarettes for breakfast. You were just in the final talking about you don't want to pay him $350. Bro, who cares? Only person you can argue is better than Luka is Giannis and Joker. You traded the third best player at worst, third best player in the NBA for AD. Now, AD ain't no scrub. AD ain't no bum, right? AD is really, really, really good. AD is about to be 32, and you traded Luka because you were worried about conditioning and injury concerns, but you traded him for AD, who, for the last 10 years, you know who the original Joel Embiid was? Anthony Davis. And now he's 31, turning 32, and you're gonna bulljive me talking about him and Kyrie are the future? What? You cannot trick me! You want me to believe you have any basketball sense, my guy? I wrote down some comps, guys. Okay, fine. Let's say Luka at worst. Appreciate you, Chris. Luka at worst is top 4. He's 25 years old. He's younger than SGA. He's younger than Joker. He's younger than Giannis. Like, I'm hearing, oh, he wasn't good defensively. What the hell does that mean? Steph Curry won 4 chips. Steph Curry can't, bro. In 2016, they were hunting Steph Curry down in those in every finals, really. Hunting him down. The game-winning shot by Kyrie Irving was shot over Steph Curry because they knew he was a liability on defense. Who cares? Your best players don't always have to be the best defenders. And that's okay. Embiid really might have to go to China. Because if Luka is not safe, Embiid, who hasn't even sniffed the conference finals, ain't safe. Ever since that ball by Kawhi Leonard tip and fall in, Embiid ain't been the same. God bless him. But it just doesn't really make logical sense. So I try to find some comps, okay? I'm just doing my best. This is like if post 2007 finals that LeBron went to, when LeBron was not even in his prime yet, mind you, it's like if they would have traded him after he lost to San Antonio Spurs in that finals. And I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like trade him for like, I don't know, Rasheed Wallace? Like, I don't know, or it's like trading Kobe after Kobe had a real slump before Paul Gasol. And being for Dwight Howard. Like, you don't trade generational talent. You just don't. You just don't trade generational, like, it's mind-boggling because you were just in the finals. And I'm about to touch on the Lakers, but it's just like, I want y'all to know. Oh, or it's like trading KD after the 2012 finals that he lost to LeBron and Miami. But I don't even know who you would trade him for. It's just like, okay. Now when it comes to the Lakers side of it, I think Dallas lost this trade, absolutely. When it comes to the Lakers, I don't know what to think. I think LeBron is old, and at this point in his career, I saw this on TV today, this is truly the first time in probably 25 years LeBron has played on a team where he is 100% not the best player. And I think, I'm hoping LeBron, like, we've never seen LeBron in this position. So it's like, yeah, they have similar playing styles, but what about ego? Everyone has always had to adjust to LeBron. What does it look like for LeBron to have to adjust to Luka's game? Right? And they are redundant, but I think LeBron can play like the Karl Malone role and, do a lot of high pick and rolls with Luka. That pick and roll could be dangerous. If LeBron's shot is hitting, pick and pop could be dangerous. Luka to LeBron, alley-oop could be nice. It's tough because now we're going to ask LeBron to do more movement. I don't want LeBron standing in the corner. It's going to be a tough adjustment. But quite frankly, you only really have to think about this for a year, another year, another maybe 2. LeBron's playing in year 23, for sure. But after that, we don't know. And I feel like, really, at this point, if I'm the Lakers, I'm thinking about how they'll work together, but I'm also strategically thinking about how I'm going to build around Luka now, right? Because this is Luka's team. And this is a version of LeBron we've never seen before. So I'm kind of worried. I think they have potential to be really, really great. I think they could win a championship if they, whenever they figure out this recipe while LeBron is there, and they add some defensive pieces. They might trade away Reeves because it's just becoming redundant kind of, or maybe Reeves could lead the bench squad. I don't know. But once they figure out the smaller details of the Lakers right now could be really good. But I think Lakers don't care about right now. I think that they don't mind being terrible right now because they have potential to be terrible because their defense right now is going to suck. But Lakers are thinking about the next 10 years of dominance. Like, you have that kind of player. That's scary. And Dallas, there's so many other sports references, like Babe Ruth to the Yankees or Pat Mahomes to the Chiefs. Like, Luka could haunt Dallas for the rest of his career. Like, he can legit, in the next 10 years, if Laker Nation and Luka pulls this off, right, he can win, I'm thinking, 3 or 4 chips based off of motivation. I think them trading him to the Lakers while LeBron's still there is the greatest thing they could have done for Luka. You are now going to go and play with your favorite player all time, and learn from him. And the greatest athlete, I think, ever to take care of his body. Talk about having an issue and going to the greatest person to help with the issue. LeBron gonna get Luka in shape. He got AD in shape because AD had the same problem. He's gonna get Luka in shape. So fat Luka on one leg at 300 pounds took you to the finals. Rip Luka at 230. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, Keon, I'm sick. I want you to know I have not stopped. This has been living in my mind rent free. I don't understand. It's just, I'm thinking, bro, do what they did to Zion. Put in his contract, bro, you can only hit 230. If you hit up more than 230, we're taking money from you. Work with him. Fight for him. You were just in the finals. Bro. And you trade away your... And I'm sorry, people are going to call me haters. I have been, so quick tangent, I have been saying to trade AD. There's something about AD, like, it's almost a gut feeling plus eye test. AD not that guy. AD not that guy. So I have been saying, man, AD really needs to be traded. Let's get some pieces. Maybe put it around LeBron. Just really focus towards the future about the Lakers. Never would have thought that they would have got this. But AD on Dallas doesn't... People are trying to make me believe, like, oh my God, they're about to take off. Like, who says who? Kyrie is not a traditional point guard. Kyrie's not a traditional point guard. Like, who's running that offense? Now I'm about to ask Kyrie to go do something he's not. And I'm so happy that AD is happy, right? And he gets to play the four position now. But AD's not that guy. Like, AD's not reliable. Like, AD's not about to lead you to a finals. And people are trying to tell me that Kyrie's going to be the number one. Kyrie should not be. Kyrie's going to be 33 years old on two rusty knees. I love Kyrie. If I had more money, I would get a Kyrie jersey. I love that guy. He's great. He's like, I cannot talk enough about Kyrie. Like, we all know how great Kyrie is. But Kyrie and AD 10 years ago, maybe you have an argument. They're both at the end or out of their prime. How are they? I don't understand. The next 3 or 4 years, you'll be really fortunate if the next 2 years they both stay healthy. Because this is all depending on AD's health. He's been healthy, but he's getting older. So I think he took a great gamble to say that he doesn't think Luka will clean up his act. He believes that, and he also believes that AD and Kyrie are great enough to take them to a championship and win it. That's a great gamble, man. And that's the exact thing I'm saying, Gersh. Like, Luka about to invest mad money into his body. Like, you just created a beast. Luka wanted to stay in Dallas. That's another thing. A generational talent that wanted to win with you and your organization. And you traded him without talking to him. You traded him in the dead of the night. And you pushed him towards, quite literally, probably the only person in the league who I think he'll have the ultimate respect for and will spend the most money. Like, and who already is spending money on his body. Like, I have great belief that Luka's career just took the best turn it could possibly take. And Dallas just mortgaged its future. They didn't tell Jason Kidd, they didn't tell AD, they didn't tell Luka, they didn't tell anybody until the trade was done. Why? If you look at the press conference, man, I wish I had the footage. Jason Kidd looks distraught. Jason Kidd looks heartbroken. Jason Kidd is not just in like automatic responses at this point. Like, I know he loved Luka. I know he did. And Luka's only 25. I know he seems older, but he's really in NBA years. He's still kind of young. He's still kind of young. Like, you could have invested so much more into his journey and to not consult with anybody. There are different reports coming out that Nico had this idea and it didn't matter what anyone else said to the people he did talk to about it. It didn't matter what they said. This is what he wanted to do. Now, there are different reports talking that maybe it's his ego. I don't know what it is. I just know that, well, I don't know for a fact, but I have a great feeling that there's not going to be a report that comes out and says something negative about Luka or something, more than what we already know. Like, we know he didn't try on the defensive end. They still got to the finals, right? He wasn't in good conditioning. Like, they still got to the finals, right? Like, we know those things, right? Like, Luka smoking hookah and cigarettes and beers after the conference finals, right? Like, we know those things already. I don't think there's going to be something that comes out where it's like, wow, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that's why they trade. That's not going to happen. I want us to know that off rip. This is going to go down as the worst trade in NBA history. Truly. Truly. And it's not going to come out in a few years like, oh, no, it's never going to make sense. It will never make sense. So, I don't know. You don't. Like, you really don't. And I do know that you don't make a decision like this. You don't only talk to one team. That's the other part. Like, you only talk to the Lakers, and I don't think people fully understand. Like, if you watch that press conference, he basically said, man, me and my friend Rob Pelinka, we was having lunch, and I pitched this to him. First, he thought it was a joke. The fact that everyone who talks about this thought it was a joke, the owners thought it was a joke. Rob Pelinka thought it was like, the world thought it was a prank. KD's on his phone on the bench because a fan told him Luka got traded. He said, like, nah, you bugging, like, you're joking. No. Like, like, you didn't even, like, oh, and it's also reported that they were going to get a bigger haul from the Lakers, but the Lakers said, nah, we don't want to give you these players. And Dallas just said, okay. Nico just said, okay, fine, I'll just take AD and Max Christie. What? And the first round pick, what? I'm not saying you gotta get a Rudy Gobert deal. That's insane. That trade should never have happened. But, like, you need to go get you 4 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, give me the whole bench and AD. But I don't think Nico really valued Luka. And that's a deeper conversation. I feel like if Nico really valued Luka for obviously his worth, we're not having this conversation. So, in Nico's mind, to me, that's arrogance to think that the world is overreacting to a really smart move and I'm going to come out winning in the end. Like, I think that's the ultimate arrogance. I think he thinks he did the smart and the cool thing. But also another thing is, like, I feel like he has beef with Luka. Because you could have let him finish this year, let him sign the max deal, and then trade him during the summer. And, some analysts were saying this today, that would have given you even more leverage because now he's signed to, like, 6 more years. He can't ask for a trade out of nowhere. So wherever he gets traded to, he has to stay there. But it's almost like out of spite. Like, you cost this man $100 and something million, and you just do it, like, in secrecy. It's like, it's almost like a hateful thing to do, right? Like, I don't really understand why they moved like that. Like, why did you have to do it right now? Bro, and that's what I'm saying. The Knicks gave up 5 first for, but Cal Bridges, respectfully, you don't warrant that. I mean, I don't know where he could have gone to. Like, don't get me wrong. Most of these trades, you don't really get a great player, a good to great player back in return. You typically get picks and some good players. So I feel like that's probably their mindset. Like, Nico, well, not they. It really was just Nico. His mindset must have been, we want to focus on defense. AD is the best two-way big out there. Let's just go get AD. You don't want nobody else for Luka. But to basically do a straight-up deal with Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic is, I'm sorry, AD is not that guy. He's not that guy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not diminishing him. I think he's really great. I think he's overrated. I think Dwight Howard had a better career. I'm sorry. I have no issues. You guys can, like, I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. Like, I remember 2000s and early 2010s basketball. Like, I'm not going to forget Dwight Howard going all the way to the finals carrying that squad. People try to make me feel like, oh, he was just a defense. Dwight Howard was great. He was great. Unfortunately, he played in the era of LeBron, Kobe, D-Wade, Melo, all those dudes, but Dwight Howard was a top 3 player in the league. For whatever reason, injuries and whatever, his career didn't go as long as it should, but I put Dwight Howard prime up against any big in this league outside of Joker. Any big in this league today. Who had a better career than Dwight Howard? But y'all gonna put Anthony Davis in the top 75? What has he done? He's like, I don't think we understand enough how much LeBron has helped his game. Like, AD is not the biggest. AD is not the best big of this generation. AD has the talent and the potential to be. But AD's not that guy. AD can't say, all right, guys, come on my back, I'm going to carry you. AD's not built like that. AD's not built like that. So it's like unrealistic expectation. Like, it took AD years to get back to the form he's playing in right now. He had a multi-year slump. When have you ever heard of a player having a multi-year slump in their prime? In their prime. This is not gonna be heated. And people really want to gaslight me and make me feel like, excuse me, man, you're bugging. How am I bugging? I watch basketball. I'm not a casual. Like, I grew up with this. Like, I remember seeing players carry teams to the playoffs. I know what it looks like. It doesn't look like AD, and that's why I have been saying to trade him for years. The Gershon was still there. He's my witness. For years, I have been saying trade AD because I don't like how this guy looks. He's inconsistent. He's still getting injured from time to time, missing time. And when he's here, he got an 8-point game, a 12-point game. I want a player who can dominate. I want a player who you can fear, who leaves an impression on the game. AD ain't that guy. I'm not scared of AD. I'm not. And AD now has to go. It's been years since he had to do this. And he has to go be the focal point of an offense. Where every night they're game planning how to stop you. And no, I love Kyrie down. But at this point in his journey, it's easier to stop him than ever. You just gotta get the ball out of their hands, really. It sounds easy, but it really isn't that hard. Like, Kyrie's game right now, like, don't get me wrong, he would get a hard 25, but like, he's gonna work for that. And respectfully, Kyrie ain't gonna win you a game. He's not gonna win you a game. All I gotta do is double AD, get the ball in his hands, and just, if the rest of the team gonna beat me, all right, they gonna beat me. AD not gonna beat me. He's not. And honestly, AD be having bad games without getting double teamed. Without people focusing in on him. AD be having 8-point game just because. 8 points and 1 rebound. Like, this move to me was done by someone who's an executive but not someone who understands basketball. To me. I don't think you understand the history of basketball. He's not a historically great player. And typically you don't win championships unless you have that guy. Now you have anomalies, you have the Pistons, you probably have the Boston Celtics who might legit go on a run. But their team collectively is just so great. I don't think anyone thinks Tam is a top 40 player. 50 even. Right? All time. But you have such a great team. And there's no dominating. All the teams with the great players in the league aren't dominating. They're not. So, the league is wide open, really. And I'm when I tell you I'm still in awe. I'm reading articles. I just downloaded Substack. So in all transparency, on NBA 2K, I play my GM. Like, I like the idea of running a team and fitting pieces together, and I love Dallas. Like, I was rooting for them. I want Kyrie to win again. Like, that's the heartbreaking part for me. Like, man, Kyrie not gonna win in Dallas. He's not with AD at the helm. I really wanted Kyrie to win. You know, I wanted his career to have that storybook ending, and maybe he'll leave and whatever, but like, I things like this should be investigated. And I know it sounds dramatic, but it's like, he literally admitted to not caring about his team's future and made a move he knows cuts off their legs and is just focused on the next 3 to 4 years. which to me doesn't make much sense given that the players you traded for and the players you're focusing around are in their mid-30s and are both injury prone. It's just not a logical decision. A terrible trade. Like he is being clowned, and I know in this man's heart he feels like he made a really smart and intelligent move, right? Like, and I think his arrogance might have gotten the better of him. I don't know if he's an egotist man. You know when people say they miss David Stern, like I don't know if this man's an egotistical guy, but it's like it really feels arrogant. It really feels like he feels like he's a know-it-all to not consult with anybody. Like, I mean, I'm curious to know, like, what are the grounds for a commissioner's veto? Because y'all vetoed Chris Paul going to the Lakers, fine, but it's like, y'all should have vetoed this. This is like GM malpractice. Like, GM malpractice, bro. And I don't even know. Like, I'm devastated for everybody involved, man. I'm devastated for everyone involved. Like, well, not everyone involved, for everyone on Dallas' side. I'm devastated for that team that they had built. That was, again, like, Luka-centric. And I don't want to hear, oh, Luka was having an issue. No, like, Nico ostracized him. I think Nico's playing this for a while. Because Nico fired, like, mad of Luka's, like, allies on the team. You know, the assistants. Nico fired mad people that Luka got along with. And I think it was his way of, like, trying to push Luka out, or, like, push him to, like, get in shape and stuff. But it's like, bro, this ain't the way to do it. This ain't the way. Like, I can see why Luka feels like what he's doing is fine, because he got you to the NBA Finals last year. And defense wasn't the reason you lost. It was offense. This team is not or whatever kind of team because of their lack of defense. It was offense that lost them that series. So it's just, again, like, man, like, just continue to build a defensive team around him and coach in him effort. He'll never be a lockdown guy, but coach him up so that he can at least show effort and try. At least Steph Curry tries. I mean, God bless him. He tries. You know, so I just, man, like, I'm still in awe. This one's gonna, even when I see him play, like, it's gonna linger with me for years and years to come. Mind you, I haven't even watched that much basketball in the last few years. This is the most exciting thing that has happened in the NBA. I don't want to be dramatic, but is it dramatic? I said, since the 3-1 comeback? Like, what has happened that was really, like, shocking or, like, exciting or adrenaline pumping since the 2016 3-1 comeback? I don't know. But this brought me back to the NBA spheres. Like, I was so football centric because the NBA has gotten bland and boring, and I'm just not. They're losing me, really. They're losing me. But this brought me back. Like, this pumped some life into me. But yeah, like this one's gonna haunt me, especially since I was rooting for Dallas. Yeah, this one. But Kings got Zach LaVine and whoever else. Spurs got De'Aaron Fox. I'll show that trade some love too. I think Spurs. I don't know how I feel about Wemby. Maybe I don't watch enough of him. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I trust his frame. I feel like it kind of feels illogical in my brain. Like, man, someone to be that tall and that slim, am I going to trust that they're going to carry me to a championship? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm weary when it comes to Wemby. I don't know if I bought all the stock the way the rest of the NBA has, but De'Aaron Fox is a nice piece. Spurs have been boring. Spurs have been really boring since like 2015, the last time they won a chip. Or no, actually, they were kind of spicy when Kawhi, they had all that tension and stuff. But yeah, I think Wemby and Fox are going to be good. I think they're going to have to build around them. Fox is a bit older, so the timelines might not line up, but they could be a perennial playoff team and get back to that. Kings are another franchise. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They fired, what was it, Mike Brown? Was it Mike Brown they fired? And he had rebuilt them. And they were doing decent, but I guess there was tension for whatever reason. But it's and it's funny because De'Aaron Fox was, giving a lot of sass when it came to Mike Brown and that firing. But now look at you. You look goofy. Because now you know what I'm saying? It's what are the Kings doing? And you get Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Again, I care about your age and your health. To me, age and health matters when your job is to be an athlete. I think how old you are, if you're past 30, that's a red flag. And if you're injury prone past 30, I don't want you respectfully. You have value, you are God's beautiful creation. Outside of sports, you can have a beautiful, productive life. In sports, why the hell would I want you on my team? I love DeMar, I think he's great, and I love Zach. Duncan, I think he's great too, but what's the plan? Okay, I got a bunch of guys on my team. Are you about to tank again? I'm a vision person. I can't do spontaneity and random acts. I need you to give me a plan. If I was a Sacramento fan, I would be hey, yo, make a PDF file and put it out there of your step-by-step plan for the next 5 years, because it doesn't make sense. You had Tyrese Halliburton and traded him away. You had De'Aaron Fox and traded him away. Now, are you going to focus your team around one aging star and one really good player? I don't get it. I really don't get it. The NBA is really weird, man. I don't know. Some of these teams need to be investigated. Are you trying to win? Then you have you have Golden State talking about did you see that report of man, we would love to get KD and LeBron and Steph to play. What are you talking about? Bro, focus on Steph, and right now you had KD. You chose Draymond. Y'all, I don't know what Draymond got over Golden State, but Golden State will choose Draymond every single time. Over Clay, over KD, every time. You had KD. You let him go. If I'm LeBron, do not go anywhere else. Do not. These are everything LeBron does is defining. It's such a great part of your story because he's still so good. So it's these parts of your career have value. It's not like Mike on the Wizards. It's just not the same, or D Wade on the Bulls, or in Cleveland. It doesn't hold the same value because you're still a top 20 player. You know what I'm saying? So bro, don't go to no that. You're not LeBron, Steph, KD. I don't know. 10 years ago, of course, right? Of course, that's the greatest super team ever. But now, LeBron is literally 40, KD is 36, 37, Steph is 35, 36. Here you go, come to the name. Man, stay home. Go home to Savannah, actually. Go home to your family. Let Bronny go and start his Twitch feed and be a gamer. You go retire and have a podcast, drink your wine, sip your cigar, just be happy, bro. Y'all doing too much, man. Y'all doing too much. And I know the NBA would want that because the NBA is craving something to make it exciting. Just craving it. So anyway, I think I'm done with all my rants. I'm tired and I'm hungry. It's been a long day. But yeah, this was fun. Man, Keon, Bill, reliable. Always counting you, my boy. Appreciate you. Appreciate anyone else who was here for the live. It's been fun. Y'all know I like to vent. I don't know if I'll repost this as an actual pod episode. This might just be a spontaneous rant, which I don't mind actually. But yeah, man, the NBA, God help me, this gave me a minor headache. I got like, I cannot. But anyway, y'all know what to do. Make sure to like on Instagram, follow on TikTok. This ain't your ordinary pod. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all the pod stuff on YouTube at This Ain't Your Ordinary Podcast. Man, leave comments below, reshare, repost, do all the good stuff, help your girl out. If you need therapy, if you need someone to talk to, please check the link in the bio. And yeah, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying, you know, like I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm trying not to be overwhelmed. Trying to pace myself, but still talk to you guys. Man, I hope the Lakers get it big. If the Lakers can build out this team this year before the trade deadline is up, whew, I don't know. Luka's gonna be on a revenge tour, bro. Y'all thought Kendrick Lamar was bad with his diss track? Man, Luka about to start crip walking for real. This dude in LA now, man. They not like us. Like, Luka about to go crazy for real. Y'all messed around. Y'all finna find out. The next 10 years, watch Luka end Dallas season every year. Oh, that would be poetry. That would bring me back to the NBA. I miss the tension, you know? Like the hate, you know? Miami versus Celtics, we hate you. Like, I miss that, man. Oh, I would love for the Lakers to go dominate the West. Oh. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that. Help your girl out. Share it to your auntie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here doozies. Peace.